Hey guys, um, middle of March here, and today I'm going to be building a muskrat float. So what I got here is 2-inch thick styrofoam. This stuff here has the tinfoil backing. The reason I use this stuff is, in my mind, with the shininess, it helps attract the muskrats. You don't have to use this stuff, but I found in the past that it seems to maybe work a little bit better. So what I got here is my top board, and it is 27.5 inches long, and it's designed to hold 2 number 1 long springs. So each long spring is going to go at each end, like so. And I'm going to screw the styrofoam to my board. And then I'm also going to add a piece 7.5 inches long in the middle here, so that it's up above the water, with a screw up the center of it to hold my bait. So I've already got my board cut out. Like I said, 27.5 inches long. From this end, I marked up 10 inches for my trap. Same as from this end, marked 10 inches for my trap, leaving me 7.5 inches in the center. You could go smaller, but you don't want to go too small, because then it seems as though the muskrat, it's not big enough to make them want to get up on it. So that's why I make them this long, and also so that it can hold 2 number 1s. I've cut my styrofoam about a 1/2 inch narrower and about a 1/2 inch shorter than my board. So anyway, I'm gonna continue on here, laying this out, screwing it together, and I'll show you in a minute here what we have. Okay, so I've got everything cut out, and as you can see, I've got my one side board screwed on. I got my bait screw already through. Before I put my upper board on, I put a screw up through, and that's just a 3-inch screw. This is all 1-inch material. So I put up the 3-inch screw, and that's what I can put my, I use parsnip. I can put my parsnip on. And anyway, you can see I got the one board on. So now I'll go ahead and put this side on. So just make everything flush here. Put our screws in, and away we go. So now each trap will sit like this, and what I'm going to do is add on some other side boards down this way, so they got to come around the end. Otherwise they're liable to climb up on just the spring. So I'm going to get those marked out and cut, and we'll get back to you. So I've got my one end totally done. I've got this end all ready to go. Just gotta screw her down. Okay, so all my sides are on. Put my number one in there tight like so. My other number one down here. And then that way, when the muskrat comes, he can smell the bait, he can see the bait from the ends, but he can't get up. And they come around the end and climb up and get caught. And then usually what I do is in the center. On each side, I angle a screw in. And that's what I wire my traps off to. So the chain would come here, and I mean they're just looped over the thing right now, but I would wire them off. I'd have a chunk of, well, that's not even rebar wire, but I'd have a chunk of rebar wire. I'd wire them off. That way, when the muskrat gets caught, he jumps off, and he's pulling on the center of the trap, not the end, and drowns. So, anyway, I know there's quite a bit of material. A little bit of work goes into them. You know, takes maybe 10-15 minutes to make. This isn't how all of my muskrat floats are made. I got different patterns that I use. But this is definitely one that has produced a lot of rats for me in the past. It's, you know, the trap is good and stable up there. You know, no wobble. And it's heavy duty. It's large. It gets good eye appeal for the muskrats. You know, they come up to it and it's big enough that they want to climb up on it. I've got some single ones, and you know, some of them that I've made in the past I think are just too small, you know, to really make a muskrat want to climb up on them. But anyway, I find with the 2-inch, it you know, it can support all the weight of the traps and the wood and everything else. It's good and solid. Yeah, it works good. So anyway, there's how you can make your rat floats if you want. Just an idea. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I'll be posting some more videos later.